Welcome back to Sprague Homestead. So today is finally winter showing up. Now we've been pretty lucky with snow in the last probably couple months of what we call a winter, but winter is finally going to show up. So we've been getting, 1, 2, 3, maybe inches of snow at a time. Nothing really happens and it sticks around, I don't know, maybe a few days, a week, something like that, but it kind of gets warm back up. Well, that is no longer the case. We are now facing upwards of 18 inches over the next few days, so we are now trying to get the road kind of prepped for that. Kind of see up ahead, Nikki has grabbed the tractor. This is the one that we picked up a few weeks ago for my father-in-law, for Nikki's dad. She has got the blower going, and we are basically just going to cut down the road. We've got good tracks, and you can kind of see that we've got good wheel tracks in, but the center, unless you're really low enough to be dragging, it really doesn't get cleaned off. And with another, I don't know, 18 inches coming maybe, it's really going to get deep enough that where our Suburbans even won't get out through this. We just won't make it. So she's got the blower going at this point, throwing off just whatever snow she can, and we're just trying to get it down probably within about 2 inches of the ground. That way you don't have to worry about sucking up any rocks in the blower or anything like that. But it's doing a great job so far.
All right, so you can see what a difference a day makes. I just blew this driveway coming in yesterday, and we are 5-6 inches deep again. So, spin around here, and hopefully you can see the tractor in the background is warming up. So I'm getting ready to go blow the driveway off again and try and keep ahead of it. They're saying lots more snow coming for us in the next couple days. And I'm just going to try and keep ahead of it, keep the middle down, so if we've got to go out at some point between blows, that the middle doesn't catch us up, because, yeah, we're pretty close to dragging now. So, anyway, I'm going to get on the tractor and see what we can do. Alright, so, I know it's probably pretty noisy, but there's a look from inside the cab, and naturally we got to drive backwards as we're blowing, so it's deep. It's about 6 inches through this part, and I'm betting it's going to be a little deeper on the front end, and it's not a glamorous job by any means, but we doing it.
Oh, what a difference a few days can make. So I think Punxsutawney Phil had said, oh no, spring's right on its way, and then Mother Nature came in right behind and said, hold on, hold my beer, I got this. So we are sitting on, I think 6 inches, 6 to 8 inches overnight from last night, and I'll show you behind me. Nikki's got the blower getting ready to go. It's tough to walk around in this stuff. I think the only ones that really get excited about this are the dogs. You like this snow? Where's Shy? Go get Shy. Go get. You got really deep snow, that thing will throw snow 30 feet. And it is making a trail there. Look at that thing go. That is just throwing some serious snow out there. Nikki thinks it's more like 8 inches, more to 8 to 9 than 6 inches, but I'll tell you what, it is it is deep, I'll tell you that. It's over ankle deep for sure. All right, so it is 24 hours later after plowing. So we went to town last night, made it out, no issues. Now, it started raining last night, so it rained probably maybe a quarter to a half an inch of rain overnight, and I'm in 4-wheel drive and I'm struggling. So this is Nikki's parents' driveway that we are plowing open right now. We hadn't done it before, and right now you can just see, look at all that water. So what has happened, it's 43 degrees. It rained probably an inch to a half inch, or a quarter inch to a half inch overnight. And so every bit of this 8 to 9 inches of snow is now turning to water. So everything is flowing just as much as you can flow. I mean, it's just all going to melt. So this isn't even snow blowing anymore. She's basically slush blowing at this point. So it's building up, building up, building up. You'll see it. She's mostly plowing at this point, but you'll see it when it builds up to a certain point, it just starts flinging slush out. Like I said, today is Thursday, so Tuesday through Wednesday morning, we got 8 or 9 inches of snow, as you can see there, if I show you the front of the garage. Now, the trouble is, last night we got upwards of a ½ inch of rain, so the shop apparently has a couple cracks over in the foundation, and you can see this shop, thankfully, or unthankfully, is wet. It's actually flooding in here. It's going to go out the door, thankfully, and right around this midsection you can see there's kind of like a crack in there, and that's the 2 halves of it. So it's got a kind of a ridge, so everything's going to stay on the left-hand side. Thankfully, no car parts were wet, and so we just basically had to clean up, kind of push some of this water out and get it a good path to go.
Well, are we having fun yet? Yeah, it's getting really hard to tell. Today's Friday, the 15th. So this video has spanned like the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks. And if you can see behind me, yeah, we got more snow last night. This is kind of becoming the comedy of snow, I guess. So Kanan had the video up of me blowing slush yesterday in my parents' driveway. When I came back, you know, with the high temperatures and everything, we actually had our road, which was, when I left, still sitting on about 4 inches of snowpack, had completely melted out. So it was down to gravel in the actual tracks, and we were back up to like 6-8 inches in the middle. So I did blow the driveway coming back in yesterday, or at least most of the way. Unfortunately, slush sticks in the blower really bad. So about the 5th time I stopped to unclog it yesterday, I went ahead and just called it and said, hey, that's enough. And then, of course, we got another, what looks like at least a good solid 2 inches overnight. We are expecting some more snow this weekend. We are expecting some more snow this week. It's going to be a really exciting time. So we had a lot of water running yesterday. I'll kind of show you where we've got some pipes moving it over to a drainage box here in a minute. But what this means is underneath all this snow, we are sitting on a whole bunch of ice. Where we actually had it kind of cleared off yesterday, looks like we've got ice a good ½ an inch thick everywhere. And this is just going to be the deal. So the sun is out right now. We were in the 20s overnight. It is 34 degrees right now at 10 o'clock. And everything is starting to drip. So it's going to be probably a constant week of, you know, melting during the day, freezing at night, more snow at night. And we're just going to kind of deal with that. They are saying, based on the weather thing I just saw this morning, we're going to continue this trend into March of well below average cold. And then April is supposed to get warmer, and then by May we're going to be back to where we should be. So good times around here, lots of snow. I think I spent 5 hours on the tractor yesterday, so my ears were ringing. I felt a little jittery by the time it was over. I couldn't even tell you at this point how many times we had to unclog the chute. Good times around here. All right, so you can kind of see the water line. Let me pull some of that ice out. We were up to there last night on water coming down the shop. So because we kind of live in this valley, all the water comes right down the driveway. And there's just so much of it that the ditches and stuff that we do have just can't divert it fast enough. So we've kind of got it trenched along the front of the shop. It's kind of going over. And then it doesn't really hit the drainage box like we had originally intended, so we kind of have a little system rigged up. So you really can't see, but there are some pipes, a couple of bigger, I want to say they're 1.5-inch pipes, some bigger pipes, and then a 1-inch pipe that we've got under there. The ice is so thick right now, you can kind of see the water running underneath the ice, but it is hitting the pipes, and then it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes. And right here, again, the ice is really thick. But you can see we've got a 12-inch drainage box right here. And that goes way out back into the pasture. So the water is reaching it. Unfortunately, this kind of gives you an idea of how much water we had coming down through here yesterday, that we've got a good 1/2 inch to 1 inch of ice everywhere. So yeah, it's been an exciting couple of days. So you can see our ice river that kind of continues out back. Like I said, there's a pop-up drain way out back. And from there, there's more water that goes out, and a big frozen ice river, basically. There's also some drainage that comes in front of the rabbit barns. If you've ever seen very many of our videos, you've probably noticed I've got a couple bridges going over kind of a ditch to the rabbit barns. So we got water running under there that goes out and around. It's kind of an interesting deal. We've got a lot of water running, but the water running is so critical around here. Last year we did not have much melt. We did not have much water holding in our back meadow, so we did not get any grass hay or any hay to cut. So while this is certainly a pain and I'd rather not have it melting all at once, it's kind of a necessary deal, so we make do with what we've got. So while the focus the last week and a half, and mostly in this video, has been about the snow, the ice, the snow, and the melt, it's not everything that we've had going on. It is the vast majority of what we've had going on. This last weekend, we actually had my brother, who lives up in Redmond, come down. He and Kanan are putting in an El Camino back together for my dad. I'm not sure if he's going to include some clips of that in this or not. So they were busy doing that for about 4 or 5 days. I've been dealing with rabbit stuff because this weekend is one of my favorite shows in Astoria, which is about a 6-hour drive from here, that I have not missed. This is the 5th year for me to go. And with my parents' shop flooding and the water problems here and more snow, and you know, Kanan can't be everywhere, I have made a decision. I am not going. Super bummed. I'd already sent in entries, so I've got to pay my entry fees regardless. I found out Wednesday the girlfriend who was going with me decided she's got too much going on and she wasn't going, so I was going to have to make the trip alone. Not the first time I've done that. Not super excited about it. And there goes the wind. I was trying to film this around, avoiding the wind, and it's just not working. So, anyway, super bummed I can't be there this weekend. I hope everybody who is showing at Astoria this weekend has a great time. So many of my friends are going. That means that the next show for me is going to be March 9th up in Hermiston, Oregon. So I'm excited. I've got some beautiful, beautiful rabbits that I'm really excited to get out and show. It's just not going to happen this weekend. On top of that, this week, I had probably the biggest blow to the Harlequin breeding program ever. We lost my favorite doe, my doe that has created more grand champions than any other rabbit I've ever owned. SRRP Andromeda. Not sure what happened. She was only 4. Looked healthy, but looks like she just laid down in a corner and died. So huge loss there. She left me 3 babies that are about 4.5 weeks old, which technically are old enough to be on their own, eating and drinking fine. They're doing all right, but it's been pretty tough. I know a lot of people come onto this channel and they make crass comments because we do meat rabbits, but for everybody who says, oh, she doesn't care about her rabbits, they are family. There may be a lot of them, but my breeders are definitely family, and it's really difficult when you lose an important one like that. So that's been a huge knock. Just seems like a week of or last week and a half of really tough stuff here. It happens. This is homesteading when you're in a snow zone. So everything's okay. We've got food, water, shelter. We've been making it in and out. Thankfully, Mom and Dad loaned us the snowblower again this winter, And yeah, we've got flooding, nothing we haven't dealt with before. Right now the Harley house is sitting with about 2 inches of water in the floor. Just, again, too much snow melt, too quick, nowhere for the water to go. So I'm going to end this on a positive note. We did yesterday, I had 2 does drop me 2 brand new Japanese litters, both of which it's really hard to tell early on, but I see nice markings in both, so yay, new Harlequins, really excited about those. And hey, the sun is shining, we're making power. That's it this week from Sprague Homestead. We hope wherever you are not flooding and you are not snowed in, but if you are, stay warm. We'll see you next time.
One.